Good morning, children. How are you all? Good. You are all doing well. Now, we have learned the poem Wake Up. Many of you have learned the poem, recited the poem. Very good. Continue studying by yourself. And I will ask you some questions. And in the online session also, I will be asking you questions. Be prepared. Dear children, we will revise some of the topics we have studied earlier. Let us see. For example, let us see what is this. This is the top of a pen. The description of this pen, the top of the pen is, this is a small top. This is a small top. What is the small otherwise called? Yes, you are correct. This small is a describing word. Describing word. We are studying today about the describing words and the degrees of comparison. And what do you mean by this degrees of comparison? Describing words and the degrees of comparison. Describing words, okay, word we can say, and degrees of comparison. It is describing word, grammatically it is called adjective. We are not using that word to study. You just have to study describing words. I will tell you one example. Raju is a tall boy. You know, tall is a describing word. Raju is not compared with anyone. And the sentence goes like this. Raju is a tall boy. The same sentence, if Raju is compared with somebody else, how this tall will be written? Just we'll see. Raju is taller than Ramesh. My dear children, see here. Now Raju is compared with Ramesh. Raju is compared with Ramesh. This is called comparative degree. This is positive degree and this is comparative degree. And one more thing. If Raju is compared with many children in the class, Raju is the tallest boy in the class. Tallest boy in the class. My dear children, the first sentence you just see Raju is a tall boy. He is not compared. Second one, Raju is taller than Ramesh. Now the taller is the second one, that is the comparative degree taller. And if Raju is compared with many people, then we use tallest. So there are 3 degrees of comparison. for describing words. The first one is positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. You need not study the grammatical part of this. For your information, just understand this and keep in your mind. Tall, taller, tallest. Let us see the degrees of comparison of some words. You can write this, you can complete this in your textbook. The exercise is there in the textbook, you can complete it. Just we'll see the degrees of comparison of different words. First one is tiny. What is the second or the comparative degree is tinier. Superlative is tiniest. Tiny, tinier, tiniest. Second one is big. For example, a big ball, bigger if it is compared to another ball, and the biggest if it is compared to many. Big, bigger, biggest. This fill in the blanks is there in the textbook. Please write this in the textbook. Sleepy, sleepier, sleepiest. Same thing. If it is positive degree and this is comparative degree and this is superlative degree. Lovely, lovelier, loveliest. Late, later, latest. Another question is round, rounder, roundest. Next one is small, smaller, smallest. One more is there, and no need that this same rule may be applicable in all the words. For example, in the example of good, it is not goodest, gooder or goodest. It is wrong. Good, better, best. The degrees of comparison of good is good, better and best. You can see this in the case of good, it is little different. So I will repeat the degrees of comparison of many some words. Tiny, please repeat along with me. Tiny, tinier, tiniest. Big, bigger, biggest. Sleepy, sleepier, sleepiest. Lovely, lovelier, loveliest. Late, later, latest. Round, rounder, roundest. Small, smaller, smallest. Good, better, best. And remember that these are all describing words. Dear children, there is classwork and homework given in the Google Classroom. Kindly write the classwork given in the Google Classroom in your notebook and the homework also in your notebook. Maintain the date and the index. Hope we will see in the online class. All the best and thank you.